is I, Jonah Reagan, the uncommon voice of the common man, coming to you today live from Shadyside, Ohio, where today's emergency tirade is directed right at these damn worthless Islamo-loving leftists in the current administration and their willing stooges in the mainstream media. In case you have missed it today, we have two of these peace-loving Muslims crapping all over us and our NATO allies, and of course, our worthless man who is not a Muslim president, Big Daddy Obama, has absolutely nothing to say about it. In Afghanistan, that worthless Hamid Karzai today actually had the mitigated goal to say that if we, the United States, were forced to attack Pakistan, their long-time hated rival, that Afghanistan would actually side with Pakistan against the United States. And with that being said, considering that we have spent so much blood and treasure to give them their democracy, it is absolutely incomprehensible that this guy could say something like that and this administration would let him get away with it. It is just totally unbelievable. First thing that ought to be done right here and now is tell this guy he opens up his mouth again that all aid will be cut off to that country and that any additional aid will come with a little bit of purse strings on it and conditions, because we are sick of this guy crapping on us every time we turn around. And on the very same day, the damn guy that's in charge of the Libyan rebels and the transitional government over there said that Sharia law will be installed as the main law in that country after we and our NATO allies have gone to bat for this guy and his country and all those rebels. This is how they say thank you. But of course, what gets me about this is something I said in a video a few videos ago. That's right. I want to know this. When all these damn Coptic Christians were being killed by these peace-loving Muslims, where was the administration then? You didn't hear anything about that. The worthless man who's not a Muslim says that he hopes that the elections go forward. And he didn't give a damn about the oppression of the Christian minority in that country. By God, he'll do everything he can to make sure that every minority in this country is taken care of at the expense of the Judeo-Christians that are the majority. You know it, and I know it. And it's infuriating to see this go on. But let's just see what the left-wing wackos and the media have to say about this. I went to MSNBC.com to see how they explain this Sharia law being instituted in Libya. And this is what these bozos had to say about it. They were telling us about this worthless transitional government leader, a guy by the name of Mustafa Abdul Shali, and I don't give a damn if I mispronounce his name or not, what he had to say about this whole fiasco. And what he had to say about it tells a lot of the story that you need to know. Now listen to this. This guy laid out a version of post-Gaddafi future with an Islamic tint, saying Islamic Sharia law would be the basic source of legislation. Existing laws that contradicted the teaching of Islam would be nullified. Let's say that again. This came out of MSNBC. Now listen to this. Sharia law would be the basic source of legislation, and existing laws that contradict the teachings of Islam would be nullified. Do you get that? And then MSNBC said this. In a gesture that showed his own piety, he urged Libyans not to express their joy by firing guns in the air. God, they love to fire them guns in the air over there, don't they? But rather to chant Allah Akbar. Now, does that sound familiar? That kind of sounds like what that Nidal Hassan said when he killed our soldiers in Fort Hood. It's the exact same thing. And, of course, nobody says anything about that either. to how MSNBC tries to explain to us that Sharia law is good and we don't have anything to worry about. Using Sharia as the main source of legislation is stipulated in the Constitution of neighboring Egypt. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's neighboring Egypt, as in the boys in the Muslim hood, who the left-wing wackos tell us we have nothing to fear. Sharia law in neighboring Egypt, the boys in the Muslim hood, the man who is not a Muslim as president. Man, I tell you what, I smell a big Islamo-loving fascist rat in here. I don't know about you. And then they went on to say this. Now, this gives you the idea of how they're trying to justify this to the American people. Now, still, Egyptian laws remain largely secular, as Sharia does not cover all aspects of modern-day life, end quotation. What that is these damn Islamo lovers in the left and MSNBC, a big backer of Big Daddy Obama himself, are trying to tell us we have nothing to worry about in the Middle East. That is exactly what they're telling us. But it doesn't go lost on me, because I am the exact opposite. I think we have everything to worry about with these damn boys in the Muslim hood and all these radical Islamists over there. And I am beginning to think that the only people over there that are Islamic and Muslim of moderation might actually be in this country. And that all of them over there are nothing but a bunch of damn ungrateful son of a bitches. That is exactly what I think, and I think I'm probably closer to the truth than what Big Daddy Obama and his worthless Islamo lovers are at. That's just the side truth of it. I probably know more about what's going on over there than they do. It is totally unbelievable to hear this go on and the reaction from these damn Islamo-loving leftists. It's incomprehensible to me after all we have done for them and all the 1,000 lives of our brave men and women that have sacrificed in the name of liberty and democracy for these people, to have them just crap all over us like that, and nothing is said about it from this worthless, Islamo-loving leftist administration. It's deplorable, and something needs to be done about it. But of course, as always, I can solve this problem. What Big Daddy Obama needs to do right now is this: get his buddy Jimmy Hoffa Jr. to, quote unquote, take them out. And that would solve this entire problem. And stop fighting the damn Republicans and Tea Party like they're your enemies when your real enemies are over there. Until next time, this is Ronald Reagan, the uncommon voice for the common man, saying to you right now, damn it, I say this: if it didn't work in 1938 for Neville Chamberlain, what in God's name makes you think it's gonna work now? Until next time, I say this: over and out.